you're giving them a shutdown, which legally allows them to do exactly what they're doing right now.
And in a shutdown, veterans would be harmed.
Yeah,
they wouldn't get their pay benefits.
Harmed. No one is fighting for the American people.
Look, the producer back this way, they rushed to end the shows. Stop the show! Stop the show! Stop the show!
And it's feckless.
Shutting
and it's
down
weak.
the government is not
the spew. These witches, the cackling. Anybody still watch this crap? Who still watches this? This is the only reason they have any viewership left. Because they just on here fighting and arguing. Because we just keep winning. The women on the spew.
Fighting for the American people. It costs the economy billions of dollars.
This man
people
has
don't get their
destroyed so much in 1 month.
We have to do it. You want to save your Social Security? You got to get up and you got to start screaming. Because
anybody these women have no idea what the hell is even going on. Has anybody lost their Social Security? Has anybody lost their right? They said that we lost our rights. Yeah, they said that we're back in slavery days. They said we've lost all our rights. Has anybody lost their rights? Has anybody lost their Social Security? Hey, please, somebody, please. These women have no idea what is even going on.
the only way they're going to understand that you're not going to put up with it is if you don't put up with it.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh boy, we back with the spill. And I would say get your bag. We're going to get nauseous and throw up all on the floor, you know, but we don't got to get us a bag this episode, y'all. We got to get us some popcorn. Which one y'all like? I got skinny pop. I know some of them patrons, their cholesterol be up. We got to get you we got to go with this option. Non-GMO, gluten-free. You know, some of y'all got to watch them that intake. I know now. We need to matter of fact, we need to get RFK Jr. on where he at. Where his good healthy self at? And to get us, do these got seed oil in it? Do they have seed oil? But they on here arguing. The women on the spew, these witches, the cackling hens is back at it again. And we're going to have a good time, a good show. This is going to be a good one. Because, you know, they don't know what they even talking about. They don't know what's going on. And they arguing. The producer, they all had to end the show early. The producer, he back there swirling around his mushroom tip. Yeah. And they arguing, you know. So here we go. Let's go and get into it. We just keep winning. You know, but they got all the leftists, these activists, these Democrats, liberals have lost their mind. We got these judges that think they outrank the president, you know, and these women right here they can't accept the fact that we keep winning. They don't want to talk about the things that's actually happening. They don't care if things are coming down, if egg prices are coming down, if gas prices are coming up. They don't care. You know, they mad at everything that is happening right now. They are mad that we keep winning. They are mad of Trump and Elon Musk, the billionaires, you know, Karen, Terminator. She's back at it again. And Sunny Hostin just loses her mind on set. And then at one point, they all turn against her. Yeah, this ain't a good look, you know. And then they admit that, oh, we got to stop fighting, y'all. We have to stop arguing. Let's calm down. Producer back there swirling, sweating and swirling his mushroom tip around. He don't know what to believe. Let's get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Y'all, I got popcorn for everybody. I got skinny pop for some of them patrons that's trying to watch they levels. I know y'all trying to watch y'all level. I got skinny pop, and then we got smart food. Somebody get RK ass on the phone and let us know if these are healthy to eat. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out though. And let me go and put this thing on the screen because they be trying to block my video. No, we ain't gonna put the blood on the screen. We ain't gonna put the blood on the screen. All right, there we go. So our video won't get blocked. The hell with ABC. They ought to shut ABC down. Disney, all of them. They ought to shut ABC, CNN, MSNBC, the fake news, the View. ABC is ran by the ABC, the Spew. They need to shut all this down. Just shut the whole thing down. They got to keep arguing to keep viewership. And they got to keep saying Trump, 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 and Elon must to get any viewership left. So here it is.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer was here yesterday to make his case for voting alongside Republicans on a spending bill. They kept the government open after saying he wouldn't. But many of his colleagues, including former Senator Speaker Nancy Pelosi, still aren't convinced. Take a look.
I myself don't give away anything for nothing.
They need to go. They out of this lady should have been thrown. And look at that fella behind her. A pencil neck, shifty shift. You know. Ought to be thrown in jail. Both of them. Hands behind your back. Then California been ran into the ground.
I think that's what happened the other day.
New York ran into the ground.
Perhaps gotten them to agree to a third way, which was a bipartisan CR for 4 weeks, in which we could have had bipartisan legislation to go forward. They may not have agreed to it, but at least the public would have seen they're not agreeing to it.
So, I suppose that, do you agree?
Well, she backed that bus up over him. I'm kind of stunned by how much Dems are infighting over this. I mean, it was striking to me when Hakeem Jeffries basically declined to say that Chuck Schumer should be the leader. And now Nancy Pelosi, who worked hand in glove with Schumer when she was speaker, now openly criticizing him. But listen, I agree. I maintain I agreed with him. I don't think government shutdowns. I think they're bad for the American public, and he did the prudent thing. But honestly, I think he should consider stepping aside as minority leader purely because his messaging is respectfully disastrous. So yesterday while he was here, he bragged about how...
You see how right here, now it's starting to build up. Go and set it off, Alyssa. Go and start it so we can get everybody on the panel triggered. Yeah, y'all don't have a leader. Democrats are in a ditch. Motor shot, transmission shot. All the tires are flat, you know. But hey, y'all had warnings. You know, the car, the warning, the engine light came on. The traction light came on. You know, the oil light came on. You should overdo on the oil change. The lights warning, like them patriots say. Amen. Warnings come before destruction. And that's what my daddy, rest in peace to my dad, they always said that to me. They say, son, warnings come before destruction. And Democrats just kept riding. They sent old Brandon out there. They sent that fella with that moon top, and they sent that lady. She out there and rode everybody out. He come out there with the cane and walking with the walker. Yeah, nursing home. He don't know where he at. He done fell down the stairs. Yeah. And now you see what they got now. Now they got that other fella out there. He just want to think he can just talk all good and unite the party. Yeah, they ought to walk him out in handcuffs. Yeah. Now they got the lady. They think that's gonna be the new leader from the bar. Even they put the polls out on fake news CNN, AOC. That's gonna be their new leader. Good luck. Oh man, good luck, man. AOC back to the bar. Y'all keep sending that ghetto lady out to talk to people live on TV, you know, and the only reason she's even connected with a little percent of people is because of feelings. The party is nothing but feelings right now. Ghetto. She has ghetto-fied Congress. Sitting up there with a wig not centered, you know. What judge, what's the name just said about her, about the helicopter eyelashes? That was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Can I pull it up real quick? That was funny. I got to pull that up. That was so funny. Let me see. Jasmine Crockett. Sorry, y'all. I got to pull it up. That was funny. I got to pull it up. Here it is. Yeah, Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown never disappoints. Y'all got to hear this. Please hear this and see this. It's so funny.
Jasmine Crockett is an idiot. She's got that wig weave in her head and those barn door eyelashes that make me think she's going to play helicopter if she flaps too rapidly and start moving up in the air a little bit. And frankly, the woman has no common sense.
Yeah, that's the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party has no common sense. That's just the Democrat Party. Sorry to tell you. I hope not today.
2020, he helped get Democrats elected. 2024 just happened, and Democrats got creamed. He lost 3 incumbent Senate Democrats. The math is even worse for the midterms because
when she be speaking, wow, look at Sonny. Look at Sonny, Joy. Look at the whole body language of these women when Alyssa be speaking.
he lost 3 incumbent Senate Republicans. And then he tried to make a point that I think was sort of a Bernie Sanders, they just want tax cuts for the wealthy. But he didn't say that. He came off like he was criticizing Americans for wanting to pay less in taxes. Most Americans feel like they're paying too much in taxes and they want to keep more of their hard-earned money. Right. That's evidenced by the fact that a lot of people are fleeing blue states to be in red states. If I didn't work in New York, I'd be living in Florida because I'd keep more of my hard-earned money. Like, that's just the reality regardless of your politics. Right. And finally, he said, we're united in going after Trump. If that was enough, if being anti-Trump was enough, Democrats would have won the White House. You've got to proactively be for something. You have to decide.
And they always say the quiet part out loud.
What you're united in favor of. Well, and I didn't hear that from him.
I would go along with some of that. I feel like they should stop fighting with each other. I want to show some tape of these veterans who are protesting. This is a guy named Jay Carey, a Democrat who served over 20 years in the United States Army. And this thing went viral because, and he was screaming at this.
That sign say Trump hate veterans. Some people are just, again, but you know what? We have the CNNs, the MSNBCs. We have people that for some reason they tune into this crap, but they just prove us right, And they lied to their viewers. And this is one reason why we have a mental illness. Trump derangement syndrome, Eat Musk derangement syndrome. Now they got Tesla derangement syndrome. It's bad, man. It is bad, man. It's a mental illness. Of all you know why? Because we got misinformation. We got lies. We got hatred. Race baiters. They call us garbage. They call us Nazis. They call us uneducated.
Chuck Edwards, who's a Republican from North Carolina. Can we see that tape?
Got nothing to say. Thank you for that feedback. I'm a veteran. To be clear. You don't get to take away our rights. You don't get to take our rights to get off this. You don't get to do this to us.
I mean, people like that will make a difference in this country. These are veterans who have been dissed by this president, President Bone Spurs. They're losing their federal jobs. The VA health care is being gutted. Mm-hmm. The veteran suicide hotline is being destaffed. And potential Medicaid and food stamp cuts would disproportionately.
Yeah, bring out the fact checkers. Bring it out. Please, anybody comment down below. What's being lost again? Or what are they taking away? What have they taken away? Please. Has any of you all lost any of your rights to? Women, where's the women? Where's our beautiful women at?
Hurt veterans. What happened to the Republican Party? It was always about the vets and the Army and the United States, the armed forces. And now Trump calls them losers. Look, remember what he said about.
You see, and then this right here, the lies that are coming out this woman's mouth, man. Trump called veterans losers. Told y'all, get y'all popcorn, man. Don't worry, it's for a full flight's gonna break out. And this is why we have Trump derangement syndrome in this country. Because we have women who lie and spread this crap. Lie to the audience. Lie to their viewers.
About John McCain, who was a prisoner of war against our veterans. I hate to make speeches, but my father, my uncles all fought in World War II so that we would not have a fascist in the White House. And this is what...
See?
we're getting right now. And I can almost cry today for
Cry,
these
just
people,
cry,
these
please
vets
cry.
who are losing everything. Why don't the Democrats go out there and
What if they lost? What if they lost, ma'am? Please cry.
march and stop fighting with each other? I'm sick of it.
Well, I don't know, Joy, that they're fighting with each other. They're not
They are.
fighting
They
a
are.
unified fight.
No,
That is the problem.
The fact that
What
Nancy is now out there criticizing Schumer, stop
You
it
know
already.
why
It's
she's
enough.
criticizing
There you
him?
go.
Because he should have been fighting for that veteran. He should have been fighting for the people of America that are feeling the way that they are feeling. The Americans that I've spoken to, people that approach me almost every single day, say they don't feel like the party is fighting for them. This is not about...
There it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this show. Hey, somebody get RFK ass on the phone. Is these good to eat? Are these okay to eat? They don't got them seed oils in it, huh? White cheddar. Motherfucker good.
That's what I'm saying. Go out and fight for
But it's
them.
not about, well, he had the opportunity to fight for them. Chuck Schumer caved to the GOP and got nothing.
All right,
This was
let's not beat the
actually,
dead body
this was
fine.
not actually
The body is dead.
But Joy, the choice was not between a no vote on the partisan GOP spending bill and a possible shutdown. It was a choice
Yeah,
between
she laughing, they fighting. Yeah. Uh-huh.
a no vote and forcing Republicans to explain why they walked away from that possibility of a bipartisan agreement. And the core disagreement was around a willingness to fight, even if that meant convincing the public that the harm from a shutdown was the fault of Trump and the Republicans, because they are going to do exactly what they are doing. They're taking money away from vets. They're taking...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Fact checker. They're going to
They're going to take money from Social Security. They're going to take money. So let them hold the water for them. Let them hold the bag. Democrats in the House were prepared for that fight. Chuck Schumer caved.
They didn't have the votes in the House.
Okay, so it would have been
Look, Whoopi's getting signaled off right now by the producer.
worse if he didn't concede.
All right, Sarah.
It would have been worse. And that's what was surprising about Pelosi saying that, because she knows from her experience as Speaker of the House that the negotiator told Chuck Schumer he did not have the votes. He could not get the votes. He shut it down. And one thing that changed my mind is yesterday I called him on the carpet and said, how are you leadership when you only get 9 Democrats to follow you? But then someone shared something that made me change a little of my perspective. They had exactly the number they needed to not shut down. So he gave cover to a ton of Democrats that probably in common sense terms knew their voters would backlash if they shut the government down. And honestly,
coverage to the GOP to do whatever the heck they want to do.
Nobody's fooling themselves. It's a minority. They don't have the math. It's just basic math. There are facts there. It's not an opinion. They cannot avoid this. And if they bent the knee and pushed back just to show the public they were fighting, we would have ended up worse off. They would have gutted it even more.
Do it anyway.
So right now we're in the court. We have more than 24 cases because of Doge and Elon Musk. I believe in the court system. I believe in the judges. I believe the one stopgap will be that moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Women are a disgrace. This one tastes real healthy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, family. I think some of them patients might want to stick to this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll get a bag of these. These Skinny Pop, they taste real healthy. It ain't bad though. Non-GMO, gluten-free. 100 calories per bag. Let me go and put this down. Yeah.
But when you cave and say, well, they're not listening to the rules anyway, well, you're giving them a shutdown, which legally allows them to do exactly what they're doing right now.
And they're going to do it anyway.
Veterans would be harmed. They wouldn't get their VA benefits.
They're already being harmed. No one is fighting for the American people, and it's...
No one is fighting for the American people. I got some corn stuck back there.
Feckless
Shutting down the government is not fighting for the American people. It costs the economy billions of dollars.
This man
people
has
don't get their
destroyed
benefits.
so much in 1 month. Give it a minute. I think that
give them more time to shut stuff down.
I think that the Democrats are going to pull themselves together.
As we speak, the court actually stated that
every day there's some atrocity going on. Every day I wake up. What did he do today?
The court just ruled that more than 20,000 federal workers.
Good, Joe. We hope you don't get no sleep at all, man.
Have to be reinstated because what Doge did was not lawful.
So
these women have no idea what's going on. This goes to show you right here. They have no idea what's going on, man. It's just Trump's bad. That's and that's why we keep winning. Trump is bad. Elon Musk is bad. You know. Pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're not bad though. I mean, they just taste a little health. They just taste. I see why they call it skinny pop. When you really eat these and you feel skinnier. I ain't lying to you.
You know, listen. Be careful, because this is what they want.
Look.
They want this fighting. They want this
Yeah, she admits it. Yeah.
Fighting. What's happening now?
They want us fighting. Yeah, y'all fighting, arguing. Yeah.
Now, Democrats don't have what they need to get what they want done. So again, people have to get out and you have to march.
You have to march.
Start making
That's
noise.
right.
This is now coming back to us. The only way people are going to hear how angry you are is if you get out there. We've done it when people were being sent over.
When it was the Black Lives Matter, we done it. The scam. Yeah. All right, Whoopi. All right. Yeah. She wants everybody to go out and march, be heard. I've had enough of these women, man. You know, I've had enough, man. Yeah. I've had enough. What y'all think of this? Comment down below. Hope y'all got y'all some popcorn, man, because I tell you, you just can't make this up. You just can't make this up.